Kaizad sir. First of all, congratulations for successful completion of the journey of FC21.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Kaizad sir, can you please tell me what you got out of your participation from FC21 program?
FC21 program, a very eye-opening program. Actually, what happened is that we were doing everything in Google or in not in the tele part actually, and the complete cash flow management of how to understand the business and everything is so linked with it. So it helped me a lot in completely formalizing everything in one single place, that is tele. So now we are using only tele. We are not using any Google Sheet or any other this thing. So everything and my profitability comes out in a very perfect way. So all my data, creators, it took me a time actually. After the FC21, it took me a time to clean it up the past things. But what happened was that once I cleaned it up in another 6 months time or 3, 4, 5, 6 months time, then my profitability is coming out to be in a very perfect, like as on date balance sheet is coming out. So that's a very important part for me. So whatever I see today, where I'm standing today in my P&L, it is reflected in a very perfect way. So I don't have to do any other activities like stock also we had now done in tele itself. So what happened is that profitability per order wise also comes out very nicely because we follow the systems of PO. Each and every PO has been done. SO system has been implemented. So what happens is that whenever the SO system is implemented and which against that all the POs are being affiliated, so the cost of the product comes out very nicely. So my fixed cost allocation, my variable cost allocation, and everything is very smooth actually. Now it becomes very easy for me to understand the things. And once we get that data, the right data, so we can analyze further what we can do. So that's a very, very big thing, I think. So I think so. I got it. I did it very late, but nevertheless, actually now I'm able to understand my business very well.
Correct. Great. So, what was the main problem you was dealing before joining FC21 program?
I was not understanding the cash flow actually, not understanding the cash flow, how the cash flow actually works. So we had different loans. So we cut down all the loans. We prepaid all the loans actually. We don't have a single rupee loan at present. And we work only through our systems, through accruals, whatever we get. So we cut down on our datas, which were having a 3 month payment cycle to advance payment in 1 month. We did our creators from 1 month or 15 days to 2 months and 3 months. So my working capital is now very, very nicely. Well, I get that fund without, I'm able to reach that turnover without bank loans. So that is the very, very big takeaway from that, and that increases my profit. At the end of the day, profits only we see. We see only the profitable part. We don't go to the turnover part also. Right. So there are a lot of things which we have learned actually. So there are so many things. How to manage the cash flow is a very, very important part. So data, creators, fixed costs, how to manage, PO system. There are a lot of things actually in it. It's not just we can just discuss in just 1-2 minutes, but there are many things. At the bottom is that you get a perfect profitability of your things and you know where you want to go now. So that is the plus. That's what was Jagmohan ji were decided. We were when spoken. He told me that one thing, that you reduce your turnover, get down the turnover, make it very, very clear things, make basics very clear, and then you can easily increase your turnover in the same fashion where your profitability is going. Right. So we did the same way, reduce our turnover to 30% for 30%, and then we again now it's picking up. So I think so we'll reach in the not the same level, but on a profitability much higher level compared to the turnover level. Right. So that is a very good thing. I think so he's a fantastic person to work with, and he guided us all throughout the FC21 program. Right. Thank you. Kaizad sir, do you really think more and more business owners should do this program, and why? I think it's a compulsory thing to do, because when I speak to my other peer group people, the other business people or my friends and all, they are not even close what we are doing it. Though my company must be 100 crore or 200 or a 500 crore company, right, or a 200, 300 crore, but I don't think so. They are very close. They don't understand exactly where their stocks are lying, what is the problem with it. It's a big thing, I think. So everybody should do it. Even it helps to a very, very small trader also, because their basics, if it is not right, then it will not make sense. Your basics has to be right. Even your 50 lakh turnover company or a 1 crore turnover company, if your basics are going right, then it will be a very big thing for easy to scale up. Because what happens is we keep on doing the turnover game. We're not working, we are not seeing the profitability, we're not seeing the financial summary. That is a very important part.
Correct.
So I see my financial summary every month properly, understand where transport is going, where the fixed costs are going, which order where the problem is. So we track all profitability order wise. So what happens is that you tend to think that this order is making more profit, but this order may actually making losses to you. So what happens is when you increase your turnover and we don't see the profitability of that order, your losses multiply. So if I'm doing a 10 crore business and then I started doing 50 crore business, but then 50 crore you're making much more losses than the 10 crore business because you're multiplying the losses at very thin margins.
Correct.
So I think that is the biggest thing you have to understand in the cash flow and where your cash flow is. And the interest factor, I think that is the main thing which I got, that I completely paid off all my debts. It's a zero debt now. There is not a single rupee loan. And we are able to achieve a much better profitability than this. So this is a big thing for me. And I think so everybody should do this. I always recommend my people, but there are people who don't understand these things. But yeah, if we given a chance, I think so it's a must program. I think it's a must program because see, marketing and everything and Google Sheets and everything is fine, systems and everything is fine. But if your balance sheet is only not proper, if your cash flow is not proper, what will you do with it? Right. You tend to do a lot of marketing, but you tend to do a lot of wrong businesses. So it will not make sense. So I think so your first thing should be your house should be in order as far as accounting, profitability, cash flows to be concerned. So that is, I think, the first step to do. Then you can go ahead with marketing or any production or any things you want to do. But this is a must thing course. It is important.
Right. So thank you, Kaizad. Thank you so much.